Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Shea Monroe Experience, Summertime in the Sky. I am here to introduce my man, Dremon. He is in the building. What's going on?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
Good,
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so happy that you finally made it.
Me too.
You've been super busy in the city.
Getting that East Coast living in.
Getting that East Coast living in, enjoying it. It's a perfect day. You already know. Summertime in the Sky. I'm just... Are you enjoying this beautiful?
I am.
This
view is amazing.
It's great,
it's
right?
Everything. The pineapple sets the tone.
Listen,
for it,
that's bikini bottom right there. But sometimes you gotta go to the bottom and have a little fun. So, we're gonna have a little fun. I got the sangria right here. We're gonna just talk to the people and figure out what's going on. Because, like I said, I've been watching you. You've been jumping all over New York City with your camera just acting fool. So we're gonna get all up in your business today. Well, first of all, let's start off with tell people who you are.
Yeah, I'm Dremon from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Ooh.
First time really being over here on the East Coast, New York, Philly, Jersey. So just really getting that feeling in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The buildings are crazy. It's just crazy to me, especially where I'm from. So
yeah,
the speed, the whole city of it, the driving's crazy. Like,
oh yeah,
y'all give me heart attacks.
Oh yeah, that's true. You gotta be aggressive.
Yeah,
you can't be. If you see a red light, you gotta keep going.
Yeah,
don't stop. Absolutely. I mean, it's a part of the city life. So it's like, when you're not from the city, everything is just, slow pace. And
I understand that when they say, like, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
Yo, that's a fact.
I see why they say that.
Absolutely. Well, you say you're from New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So that is like a whole different everything.
Speed.
Tell me about New Mexico. I ain't go there yet. I got to get there.
You got to. It's a really chill place.
Mm-hmm.
It's more relaxed. It's more spaced out in comparison to over here.
Okay.
People go under the speed limit.
I can't. Yeah. I'm getting a ticket.
Yo, have a ball. You'll pass everybody over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you good. Fast lane, that's you all day. But it's a more chill city. I wouldn't necessarily say it's for like the youth, under 18 or whatever it is, but retirement, property owner stuff, you know what I mean? Kind of on that one, you good.
Okay. Good. So how do you get into the music? Of course, you say New Mexico and you put artists in New Mexico together. You're like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
So this is why it's interesting and amazing. So
yeah. Well, my family's done music.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a thing for that on my mom's side. Musicians, dancers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you name it. So it's kind of something I got from that, and I've always had a joy for it. Music is just something that the world can't go without.
Absolutely.
So that's how I feel about it.
That's very true.
So I got a passion for it.
Listen, that's all it is. Once you start with passion, everything else is easy.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true. That's really, really dope. So you go by Dremon. And you coming into the world, you kicking and screaming, and you trying to let your voice be heard with your music. So let's start with, what inspired you to start getting into music, and like who or what else?
I used to follow my uncle around.
Okay.
When he was pursuing music at the time being, before he had different things switch up in his life that he, chose to do instead of that. But I used to always follow him with a camera. Whether he was in the studio, whether he's on the road for a little bit where I could go. So I just always liked being around it. And I've always wanted to do it, but I didn't really nudge myself until like later in high school.
Okay.
I used to write, used to write a lot before even like doing it and freestyling. I used to do it with my brothers. We'd be in the living room. It wasn't, back then it wasn't good.
I mean,
listen,
you gotta start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's where it started at.
Yeah. Okay. So what was like the first song that you ever written down like in your life? Like the first. Was it like ABC 1 2 3? Like what was it? Like
it was almost. It was like they had like this little garage band on the computers, like when they had like Apple before like what it is now when they first had them.
Like Guitar Hero, something like that. Something like that.
A little bit before that, something like that.
Okay. I'm following you.
With loops and stuff like that. They had the microphone on the computer. It wasn't good quality.
Okay.
It was like a little. I don't even know what I was talking about, to be honest.
And you was just
trying to.
Do you remember the name of it?
I was flowing. No.
Oh, come on! Listen, we're gonna drag it out of him, y'all. Don't worry. He know the name of it. He like, I don't want to say it, but
because it was
hard.
Me and my cousin would be in his garage with the little
mic.
Yeah, like the microphone hooked up to it, really distorted sound.
And you thought it sounded amazing.
Yeah, just
and then later on,
beats.
you was like, what was that?
I have a friend who still brings it up now, and it's like...
Listen, it's going to follow you for the rest of your life. It's over. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
But listen, I mean, you started somewhere. That's always dope. And, again, some people don't even get started. So the fact that you guys started, thank you. Because you are, artists, and as artists, you have a responsibility to the people, and you have music, and you have good music. I have to tell you.
Thank
So,
you.
no, because I thought, some people, they sing your music and you be like, what the hell is this? And it's really good. You're very interactive. I can see you're very hands-on with your music and with certain things behind the scenes and stuff like that. So, a lot of the songs that I see you got up here, some good, you got some little good titles up here. I want to get to my favorite one. No Exaggeration. Let's talk about that one. You getting a little spicy in that one.
Yeah,
you getting a little
poetry emotion,
little poetry,
little real life. No, but I had just started going to LA a lot more, because I wanted to definitely make that a goal, especially in doing music and being from New Mexico.
Yes.
There's not really a, how New York is New York.
Yes.
Atlanta, you see what's going on.
Yeah, everybody's
in Los
different.
Angeles, so everybody has a one. So we either have to go to Los Angeles, or come all the way down to Atlanta or New York. So I was just going to LA and started to go around there. So that's kind of what inspired it, just seeing the beach, the whole different vibe of the people, how chill it was. It was definitely a summertime vibe. Summer nights, everything here. Yeah, so I was just feeling really good. I was feeling really, really good.
And that's where that came from. Yeah. Okay, so do you have any songs that, really, really resonated with you? Like any one particular song that's my baby, no matter what?
Gravity.
Gravity. Oh, I like Gravity too. Gravity's smooth. Yeah,
it's that feel good.
Yeah, Gravity is smooth. So what inspired you to write Gravity?
It's one of those songs to where, when you're working on something and I want to say it forms itself, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But you already have a certain thought and have a certain feeling.
Yeah.
And it just weaves itself together.
Okay.
So, especially when you're going through things in life, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Some good, some bad, you know what I mean? Yeah. Ups and downs.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of how I was feeling at the time.
Okay.
And just moving on in my life.
And you kind of just...
just going,
It just kind of just flowed. So I know I got 3 of your videos, which was Gravity, No Exaggeration, and Beneficial. I like the word beneficial. It can be it can mean so many things. Exactly. But I want you to tell people about beneficial because, I talk a lot, so y'all know me.
Beneficial is a life lesson for one, because you find out in the world that most people, even if they don't even really pay attention to it, even if it's unintentional, that's how they think.
Yes.
How is this benefiting you? You know what I mean? Or how is this benefiting them? Or do they only deal with you if it's beneficial for them versus just dealing with people in general,
Very true.
So just life lesson. You go through things with people, with friends, maybe dating, family members, business, where, so you really get to see that word, especially when you step out and in music, of course.
Absolutely.
If it's not beneficial to who you're throwing it to.
Then for some it doesn't work. I get it. I think that's really dope because when I watched all your videos, I'm like, first of all, I'm mad at you because I'm supposed to be in one of those videos. I feel like I'm supposed to be in the back, somewhere in one of those videos because they're super dope. Y'all have to see these videos, and I mean the quality and it's literally the smallest things that you don't think of. It's that sticks out. It can be the way the light hits you or the way you smooth. But you kind of smooth in the joints. You kind of smooth. I peeped you. You want to see some of the moves? I'm not gonna lie, but but you still, with the music, it's in order for you to evolve as an artist, do you think that you need to stick with the wave of the music, or kind of stick with, with what you're really into?
You got to balance between it. You got to have a balance in between it because you always got to advance and move forward. That's just what we do as humans, adapting. You know what I mean? So you have to adapt to it, but you still got to withhold your identity while you're doing it. So I definitely feel that.
So you think you're gonna just be able to be let's just see what happens? Because when because you had disco turned into this and this turned into that, and some artists was I'm doing that, and you got to go with the wave. So do you think that you can be transparent with doing that? Yeah, that's dope. I mean, you've done it, and you're doing it. And if you don't mind me asking, I don't want to put you on blast. But are you a young man? We can go to the liquor store together, or are you we could go to the liquor store together?
We can go to the liquor store.
Okay, so we're talking over 21. Yeah. But under 30, I'm gonna just say 26.
Something like that.
See, that's why y'all get in trouble because they be you have to Because now you get in trouble. Because he goes, how old are you? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get his ID. Make sure y'all, you know.
Yeah. I got the ID.
All right, you got it.
ID,
So we good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, cool. You know, you want to make sure. But, you know, a lot of people have so many questions. I put it out there that we're going to be doing an interview with you. And a lot of people have certain questions. And I always want to get into that from the people because I love the interaction from the people, which is dope.
It's about the people.
It's all about the people.
It's about the people.
Listen, we're going to get into the questions now. Some of them, you know, these women. So you already know. Oh, yeah. Some of the questions, I'm like, I'm not asking him that. So, you know, it's going I'm not even going to blow some of them up because they just be like, listen, ask him. I'm like, I'm not asking that man that. I might. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But what is one of the other questions? How do you get in the mood? Like, what is your creative zone that you create for yourself when you are creating music? Like, what's your mood like?
It varies. There's like different moods, different tones, different vibes. You know what I mean? So it really kind of goes here.
Yeah.
Sometimes there might be a few people in the room. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of times where there's nobody there. You know, to where it's maybe me and the producer, maybe.
Yeah.
Times when I'm by myself.
And you just
bright lights or maybe dim lights. You know, whatever sets the mood.
Yeah, whatever sets the mood. I mean, that's the mood. You want to set the mood. You want to, you know, for me, I don't know. I create the candles. I need my wine when I'm writing. I gotta set. Listen, I'm a Libra. I'm a whole different. I gotta be in a creative zone. Nobody can talk to me while I'm creating. Some people, you could be in the car, you jamming, you just writing. So, do you write your own music?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Would you ever consider being a ghostwriter to any other artists?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's dope. And some people are like, nah, I ain't doing that. So
just working on music, you know.
Yeah.
If you have a joy for music in general, you love all pieces of it.
That's awesome. Because, you know, writing can be a little critical.
Very.
So
writing is everything.
Writing is everything. Do you come into like have writer's block sometimes, or like,
yeah.
So when you have those things, like how do you like? Okay, I gotta go out. You need to go for a run. You gotta
live life.
You gotta just live life.
Live life,
right? Yeah. And then of course a lot of music is based off experiences. Yeah. So you know, so any love songs out there from anybody that broke your corazón?
A couple.
Ooh, which one? Come on, tell me.
Oh yeah, you know what? I got so many in the catalog, but they're masterpieces.
Get my pen. Hold on, So, like, all right. Now you know, love songs is always going to be a classic, no matter what. So, one love song that you can connect with one of your love songs, what would it be?
That's a good one.
I'm gonna give you a second. I'm gonna sip while I give you a second. You got that can connect with your one love song. Yes.
Yeah, you got me with this one. I knew I was. So like a love song.
I mean, you know, if it resonates.
Man,
you know, it's a lot of love songs out there. So you know,
the newer style of love songs aren't really love songs.
Right,
it's more like
we talking like you know, you talking Teddy Pendergrass, or we talking True Sweat. Because you know, A Boogie ain't got no love song. So I'm just saying, don't say. Hit My Line is kind of like a love song a little bit, but right. I know it's weird. I'm like, I don't know. A Boogie sang to me, we might get back together. I'm just saying. But it depends on what it is. It depends on the artist. What kind of song you thinking about? Because you know, it's a love song.
All right. I got you.
All right.
So Michael Jackson.
Lady of My Life. Ooh.
Yeah.
You went deep.
I mean, you know,
ooh.
It's a love song. Like it's not like Hit My Line.
Listen, hey, you can hit my line, baby.
It's beyond that.
You know, listen. Okay, so what song would you put that or resonate that one with one of your love songs that you created? Which one of your songs would that be?
I would say based off of just passion. Honestly, no exaggeration.
Yeah,
because
no exaggeration.
That's like the vibe that I was feeling.
Yeah,
and of course different sounds. You know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, just I guess the poetic touch to it. You know?
Yes, like, indeed.
And the way you're saying things. That's really what it comes down to. Like what you're saying and how you're saying it.
Absolutely. And this is why it's important as an artist to, you know, have your own individual sound and then to introduce your music coming, you know, like you said, all the way from New Mexico, which is like a total different, you know, way of life and even with music and artists and everybody. So how would you, I guess, like I would think, like how would you resonate your music with the culture now? Like how do you think that's going to influence the culture that we have now?
For one, there's nobody from New Mexico.
True that.
That's like really taking it over here to this.
That's true.
So just being in the building, that's going to change like the whole momentum and vibe of itself here. And then, of course, because you're thinking like Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Right.
Really, I gotta hear this. Like
I absolutely.
This. And then when you hear this, it speaks for itself.
It definitely does. So I mean, now, do you think because now you're the face of New Mexico, do you think it's going to be like a lot of artists coming out the woodworks trying to do what you do now?
Yeah.
And you like, I'm the first one. Get out of here.
That's the process of. That's for everything.
Yeah.
For everything. Every single
How are you feeling behind that? Because it's like you got a whole state now that you like. I am the face.
I got mixed feelings about it.
Yeah, you like 50-50.
Yeah, you just because when you're just thinking it, I mean, sometimes you might overthink it, but you just don't know what to expect.
That's
true. So you gotta expect the unexpected with it, but you gotta just know that when a certain artist or a certain person or a certain trend or something like that comes in, whatever it is, it always happens. You see like what Lil Wayne did. And
absolutely. Yes.
The after effects of all the artists that came after that and the styles and because we tripped out on them necessarily because they had the tattoos on their face and all that stuff here, and that wasn't like a super popular thing. Right. Now. Right. That's
it's like it's to think about it now. It's just like it's normal, but when it first happened, everybody was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, Louisiana! What are you talking about? What's going on?"
Exactly.
Right, exactly. I totally understand, but I think that's going to be dope. I think the fact that you are one of the first, rappers that's coming out of New Mexico that we've never even thought of. Even when I tell people, they're like, "Wait a minute, send me his music." What you mean, like New Mexico? They're like, "That's here." I'm like, "Don't tell people you don't know that," but like it really is a state. But I'm just saying,
like Mexico?
New Mexico, Cancun, no. Like, no, that's not what I said. But, and then it's interesting. And then that's going to be really beneficial for you because a lot of people is going to be interested just because, where you're from is not really the most popular place because a lot of people forget about y'all. I'm sorry. I did. My bad.
All the songs that are shouting them out. They're like, Texas.
Yeah, you're
California.
Like, right. You're like,
hey,
we here too. You're like, who's that down there making that noise? And it's you. And you're like, and you're light-skinned in it. So that's going to work too. Yeah, I know I'm crazy. But, it's going to work, But also, so like when it comes to like the support of the music, like, how was your support system when it comes to music and what you're doing, like with your family and stuff like that?
My family's very supportive of it. And of course, like, when they first seen you doing it, they're kind of like, okay, yeah. When it starts to take off and starts to build, and then they're like, oh, okay. Right. He wasn't playing.
Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, he doing it. Yeah. So that's really good. So how's your support foundation at home? You're doing music, and everybody's just like super supportive, which is amazing. Yeah. So I like to call people the bozos and the bozolinas. Those are the people that always, the negative stuff like that. How do you think that you're going to be able to deal with that, in the industry, as like,
I mean, coming from an untapped region, you kind of already experienced it a little bit. You know what I mean? Yes. The naysayers, the people, you're not going to do it, or they only expect it to go to a certain extent here. So you already deal with this, so you just got to kind of magnify it, you know what I mean? Yeah. And take it to a higher scale. Because you already know what to expect. You see what happens to everybody else.
Absolutely.
And you can't please everybody. So
you really
once you have that in your mind, it's like, whatever.
Listen, you got a good mind, young man. Because me, I'm like, I'm telling you now, I'm going to everybody's house. I'm not there yet. You got to be like, I'm not there yet. I'm still like, I get mad. But, that's you. That's great. You have like a really good head on your shoulders. So like, before music, who was Dremon? Like before music, like who was this kid? What were you doing? Were you surfing? Were you like basketball? Player? What was you doing? What were you doing?
Little bit of sports, but I've always actually done music. Like
a little bit of sports. So like, what's your favorite sport?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Yes.
Cool. Basketball's cool. I like basketball.
Yeah. I like football.
Football's cool.
Basketball more than football.
Yeah, me too.
I like both. Yeah. I used to do track a little bit.
Oh,
yeah. Just a little bit.
I mean, so I'm just saying, you in New York, so the gunshots go off, you out, right? I'm just saying, you better get that track, and this is New York. You never know when it might go down.
I'm gone before the gun goes off.
Not me. I be still be sipping. That's the problem. That's New York in you, right?
You shooting at me?
Are you shooting at me again? Said, boy, I got to get out of here. But listen, that's really good though, because you got track, football, basketball, which is really, all these good things to be interested in because they're all athletes. And you're pretty athletic, got some things going here. I'm telling y'all ladies right now, all right? He a little fine, little thing. You got a little Drake. What they call you, little Drakey? Maybe a little Drake.
It's like that was a nice way of saying light skin. He's a little
that's like the new light skin. He's a little Drake. Like what? Oh, he light skin. Oh, okay, cool. Like you get a little half and half with that, but that's good. So during the pandemic, I gotta ask. I always ask everybody during the pandemic, and we're in the middle of the pandemic. We're still in the middle of a movement. Do you have any music that you've put out during this time of quarantine?
I have new singles.
Okay.
The one that we're pushing, Say Less.
Yes, Say Less. Okay.
And those are some of the stuff we're working on. I have a single advance.
Okay.
Coming November 2nd.
Ooh, nice.
So just keeping on that one. And then as far as like the pandemic, I have a song. I'm just waiting for the right time because I just want to put the song out itself. Okay. I don't want it to be exactly for the pandemic or whatever it is, reaching out to those people here. But at the same time, like you said, we as artists, we have a responsibility. Absolutely. To reflect on what's going on in the world. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Just like we do with our own lives. Right. And, I was waiting for the perfect time for it.
Well, I agree. But there's ain't no time like ain't the right time. Because, music is music, and then you have a very awesome following. And a lot of people, always look to artists to what's next, what's this, how do you feel about this, and what do you want to do with this, and you got to appease a lot of different avenues of people. Yeah. So how are you going to be able to deal with trying to appease somebody this way and then another party this way? What's your happy medium? The happy medium is you can't please everybody. Yeah, you can't. Because you go one way, then the other side's going to complain. You go the opposite way, it's going to be vice versa. So absolutely, it's just always going to be like that. The best way is to do it Dremon way. You'll do it in my way. You'll get to both eventually, and then Listen, you know all the right answers. You gotta come up with other stuff. I'm start making stuff up now. Like, how big is your feet? Like, I don't know what. You gotta come up with a lot of stuff. But you do have like I said, a very large following. You're into the music. So, who is your favorite, hands down, artist all times? Of all time. All times. No matter the genre. No matter the genre. Michael, man. Michael's the best. Was the greatest. What? Anybody who go against Michael, listen, man. Your mama never made you a sandwich. I don't care what you say. That's the truth. You don't want a versus battle. You don't want a versus battle. Who's going against? Jesus? Who's going against Michael? Nobody. Listen, Michael is the man. Now, if you could collaborate with any artist, female, I gotta start with the females right now. Who would you collaborate with, and why? Ooh. Mm-hmm. You know what? Mm-hmm. We were talking about that. Mm-hmm. Who was talking about that? I would, me and my manager. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Gretchen. Yes. Super dope. Slaughter Entertainment. Shout them out. Yeah. Shout them out. Listen, it's your time. Your time, Slaughter. I'm just up here enjoying my drink and look at you. That's all I'm doing. I would, I would like to do a track with Solange. Yes. I think it'd be something special. I think that would be dope. Solange is a different type of. She's like a whole different planet. I love that woman. She's amazing. She does what she wants to. She does what she wants to. She does, and that's how it's supposed to be. If you listen, as an artist, you got to do what you want to do and how you resonate with your people. And I think that's it. Solange is dope. Now, give me with a man. Give me a dude. It's a lot of y'all out there. I'm just saying. I would, man. You know what? That's there's a lot. I know. I got you thinking now. That one's a lot. Mm-hmm. Honestly, on doing music, whatever, I would do something with Kanye. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. Yes. Okay. It's getting hot now. Okay, hold on. I love Kanye. Mm-hmm. Kanye is a musical genius. But I'm not sure which Kanye I would collaborate on. The studio Kanye. Anything outside of there, that man's on his own. It's different kind of Kanye's. So it's kind of like, I want, I like late registration Kanye. Like up to graduation. My Dark Twisted Fantasy about in between there. Cause now you talking. Yeah. So anything after that, I'm like, yo. Yeah. Yo. I think we lost him a little bit right there, but he coming back slowly. We going, shout out Kanye. We hope give him some time. Listen. So that's really dope. Now, dead artists. Yep, hit that goatee. Just do that.
No,
Hit
but
the goatee.
I mean, there's a few. I was talking about this the other day too. It's like I would do music with Pop Smoke. I would
absolutely.
like,
Shout out to Pop Smoke, man.
I would definitely.
Absolutely, yes.
Tupac.
Of course. I mean, you got the nose and ring. You know, I was just listen. I was going to touch that because it's like blinding me a little bit, and I thought it was my joints, but it's not. It's his ring. Like, yeah, I know it's summertime in the sky with Shea Monroe. Y'all already know I don't got no sense. But listen, we're gonna have some fun. But I had to. But Pop Smoke is dope.
Yeah.
Okay, and like. Gone way too soon. And his music is amazing. Like every morning on my way to work, I got some Pop Smoke in my ear, and
been playing that the whole time I've been here.
Absolutely. Listen, there's nothing else you could do. You better if you don't dance to it, you might get punched. I don't know, so you better dance. But that's really dope. Yeah. But Pop Smoke is really great. So, do you think that you have some like R&B, like some slow, maybe with like a silk shirt? In the rain kind of music coming for the people. I mean, listen, I like an artist that's transparent. I can do a little everything.
It might happen. You never know. Like I said, there's different vibes. There's different things.
Well, I just want to be the leading lady. I want to be the one, and like this, just for no reason. I don't know why I'm gonna do it, but I just want to. I mean, listen, y'all heard it here first. He said I'm gonna be the leading lady. So anybody come before me, I'm coming to see him. Y'all know why. If I'm in New Mexico, y'all know why. Okay. So tell me about your experience since you've been in New York. What have you done? Where have you been? Because you've been all over my city acting up, and I ain't come not one. But we're gonna talk about that after the show.
Well, I went to Times Square for the first time ever.
Okay.
You just
talk to me about Times Square, baby. Times Square is a whole different vibe.
Every commercial, every movie, it's one of those things to where there's no way you can be in New York and not go to Times Square. So, and not only that, I shot a music video for one of my tracks off of Second Nature.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was cool. I got to, man, there's just so much out here.
It is.
I've been just like being on the rooftop right now. That's something I count for. Like being high up on top of a building.
Yes.
So definitely doing that top floor type vibe. You know? So I've been doing that. Really seeing the city. Really seeing the city. I went by was it Rockefeller?
Rockefeller Center.
Yeah,
okay.
There.
Yeah.
Checked out some studios.
Yeah. They have some really dope places. So you just been
everywhere.
There's been
everywhere. The tri-state.
Listen,
tri-state area.
You're doing the tourist thing, and you're going around, and you're hitting all of the hot spots.
Went to Harlem too.
You was in my block. What you was doing in my? See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Now he want to be in Harlem. He already know I'm a Harlem native. He know that. Why you ain't telling me? I would have took you to the spot. I would have took you to the spots. Like we would have went to the spot.
I got you.
You went to like nice Harlem.
West Side Harlem.
That is nice. You're like, I was in Harlem too. Listen, you gotta go to Dapper Dan house. You gotta go get a shirt made. You gotta go see Cameron. You gotta go to the Rucker. You gotta go.
Yeah, I need to go to that.
Listen,
let me know.
I got you. Listen, I got some J's. We can play ball. I might lose, but just take pictures. That's it. Don't do it. Right? All right, we good.
Coming off the bench, I got you.
Absolutely. But so you're gonna be here for the next couple of days.
Yeah.
So what's next for Dremon and his music?
Well, I'm gonna finish some of the touring that I'm doing.
Okay.
I got some shows in Las Vegas coming up.
Ooh.
Keeping it there, kind of a good way to get close to the end of the year,
Okay.
It there, and then we'll kind of keep it there. I'm pushing Say Less. I have a music video for that coming.
Yes.
One for Do It For Me, Advance. So I'm just really running with the single right now. Really just putting the name.
So when is the album dropping?
2020.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Okay. Well, because you're still working on some things, and I mean, it's still COVID, and a lot of times we're kind of limited to the things that we can do. So, but you're still pushing music, which is amazing. But before you wrap up this interview, guys, I'm having a good time. Y'all know me. I like to just have fun with my new friends. They're gonna be billionaires. He's gonna buy me a boat. He didn't say it yet, but I can feel it. It's gonna happen.
Let me drive the boat.
Yeah, he's gonna drive the boat. Drive the boat. There you go. Drive the boat. That means take a shot. Just so y'all ain't know. But but he gonna buy me a real boat. I'm not playing with him. But we gonna move this on because now this is from your fan base of people. I didn't ask these questions, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to put it out there. It was not from Shea Monroe. This is from the people. Okay. All right. Just saying. Not all bad, because I go through them to make sure anybody's saying no cray or nothing like that. But you do, I have some people that did not leave a name or so forth. But, I did have a woman ask, were you single or were you married? Don't get nobody in trouble.
Tell her to DM me and find out.
He said, DM him and you gonna find out.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but
roll the dice.
Don't
talk to me.
I'm just saying, he might be open. Or he could be with somebody. We don't know. But he said for him to DM him. You know who you are. I'm not even going to blow you up, sister, but you know who you are. And you DM him. And you better answer her DM too. Don't be leaving them on red. Don't be using light skin stuff. Don't be doing that. Answer the woman. You know what I mean? Answer the lady. You know. But we do have our man Brandon all the way from BX, and he did wanted to know what is your vision for your next video? What's your vision? Ooh.
The next
all right, Brandon.
Okay. All right, Brandon.
All right.
BX. Okay. For the next vision of it, it's really gonna just match the music. Mm-hmm. So you gotta check it out. Check out Say Less. Y'all check out Do It For Me, and you'll feel the vibe. You'll feel the ambience of what it's gonna be.
Okay. Well, y'all heard him, Brandon. He said you're gonna have to just wait and see because it's gonna match the energy. You got Say Less, and he got all this other amazing music coming out, and it's gonna match it, which is amazing. Okay. Moving on, just so y'all can know, I'm definitely faking it because all these questions, I already know it, but I'm just pretending it's up here. It's really not. We're having fun, people. But, you know, a lot of these questions, I'm not even going to lie. Some of them were really questions I've already asked. And most of the questions were a lot of women. Oh, is he single? Is he single? Is he single? Is he single? Listen, you got a lot of DMs. So don't call me talking about why you sending all these. That's all you. You said DM them, and you better answer them because if they from New York, they will find you. I'm just saying they will pull up on you. Pull up. We do that. We pull up sometimes. All the time. We coming, okay? Even if I wasn't invited, I'm on my way. That's just the way it is. But you know, thank you so much for coming. Yeah, I truly appreciate it for you to come here to join me. You know, we, the people on the other side of the artist, literally appreciate your music. We appreciate everything that you're doing because I know you're up from sun up to sundown doing what you love. But what you love is my appreciation to music. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I've enjoyed the Shea Monroe experience.
Listen, man, it was an experience nonetheless. Yes, listen, I have you a drink. You ain't sipped yet. I don't know what's going on. But you know what? He a little light skin, y'all. It's going right. It's going to be right. We're going to get him a little. Well, his sun is up.
It's a light skin drink. It is a light skin drink.
It's true. It's so true. But you know what? Again, thank you so much, Dremon, for having us. You know, let the people know where they can find you.
All right. Y'all can follow me at Dremizzy. DREMIZZIE. That's at Dremizzy. Music's on all platforms, whether you listen to Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify. Got some great artistic videos on YouTube. Anywhere, you check it out. Dremon at Dremizzy.
Listen, y'all heard the man himself. It's from his mouth to your ears. Dremon just said it. Y'all better find him and follow him on all platforms. It's your girl, Shea Monroe. It's summertime in the sky, y'all. See you when I see y'all. Peace.